Hey, good evening, USA, Canada, worldwide, Long Island, the five spots of Brooklyn, Bronx, Manhattan, Staten Island, and Queens. I'm your man, G Money Stacks, aka the Gregonator, aka YouTuber, host with the most, creator, unstoppable independent podcaster, and rookie podcaster of Queens, New York. And 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 once again, you are now rocking with the 159th episode of Off the Meat Rack Chainz New York podcast, live and direct from StreamYard, YouTube, and alongside of myself is the Instagram live feed. Make sure you turn on your notifications so you can be able to see me in action and you can chime in on the topics that's going to be discussed today. Now, in case you're wondering, um, I have an air conditioner that's on right now because my room is hot. Today was pretty humid, so you know what I'm saying. So before I even get into how humid it was, let's go to a little thing that I like to call mental health check-in. Shall we? Let's go. Okay, as far as how I'm feeling mentally, physically, and spiritually today. Well, because today was a humid day and I was at work and stuff. So, um, well, mentally, mentally, I felt like I was about to really, you know, get out of the sun a bit because, you know, I'm all for having vitamin D, but when it comes to humid um weather conditions, it's not really all that cracked up to be. But you know how that shit goes, man. So, mentally I am a mixture of like, a little when it comes to humid weather, I feel uncomfortable. But now right now I got my water, so I'm pretty good to go right now. So physically and spiritually, I am doing all right. So I just wanted to do a little mental health check-in as a warm-up, so that way I can tell you what's going on with my weekend and the week and stuff like that. So you know what I mean. But I'm not gonna get in too deep with this. But you know, let's get this show on the road right here, man. All right. So first and foremost, let's get into a little thing that I like to call New York Mass Transit Files. We got some transit stuff to talk about here, man. Now, hold on a minute here. All right. Okay. First story of this segment right here um has to do with the MTA trying to bring back remote work option for office employees. Um so, listen to this. Metropolitan Transportation Authority office staff will be allowed to work from home at least one day a week starting this summer. AM New York Metro has learned. The MTA will test a so called telework program for 6 months and then decide whether to continue the remote policy or expand it to 2 days a week, according to an email from an agency executive to um, employees obtained by AM New York Metro. End quote. An MTA working group has been meeting regularly to explore the implementation. No, hold on. Implementation of an MTA telework program for non-represented managers and non-represented employees, reads the memo sent out Friday, June 10th by MTA's Chief Administrative Officer Lisette Camillo. As a result of these discussions, a pilot telework program will kick off this summer. The agency will provide more details on the pilot later this month, Camilla added. Most of the MTA's more than 67,000 employees have to work in person to run the trains and buses of the agency's sprawling mass transit system. But the policy would affect about 5,000 workers, according to the agency spokesperson Kayla Schultz. Interesting. That's that's pretty interesting, but we'll see how it goes though. Um so yeah, I'm pretty sure it'll probably work out, but we'll see. Anyway, um hold on a second. Yeah, all right, cool. So this telework pilot program would apply to approximately 7% of MTA employees and is designed to evaluate the productivity of hybrid scheduling for a small part of the workforce while remaining competitive in recruiting top tier talents, so said in a statement. We continue to encourage employers to bring workers back to the office and to public transit wherever possible, as the MTA did in returning its workforce to in person jobs last winter. The new scheme is in response to employees asking for a flexible regimen. After more than 2 years of the COVID-19 slandemic upending the traditional office workflow. Um, End quote. For the relatively small group of office based staff who work hard to support our frontline colleagues, we've also heard from you about your desire for more flexible workplace initiatives, and we want to be responsive to your needs while ensuring we are working productively and providing the highest level of support to our operations. Camille's email reads. Hold on a minute, folks. Ha! Hey man, what up, Brandon? How you feeling, man? Long time no see, man. Thanks for joining. Anyway, man, the move also comes on the heels of the state-controlled MTA getting rid of its weekly testing requirement for employees that refuse to get vaccinated against the coronavirus, which AM New York Metro first reported Tuesday. Schultz said the policy had no relation to the agency lifting its vaccine or testing regimen. MTA workers that want to take part in the 1 day remote pilot have to be non unionized, perform duties that are conducive to teleworking, and have on the job at least 30 calendar days. They'll also need a sign off from their manager and agree to use a tool to measure work activity while maintaining a satisfactory or higher performance without disciplinary actions against them, Camille wrote. Schultz did not specify what that tool will be. One MTA employee who asked to remain anonymous so they could speak freely welcomed the welcomed the change, saying that they had proven they were able to do the work from home for months earlier on during the slamdemic. We've shown for the past 2 years that we're able to do the work remotely, the employee told AM New York Metro. We've done it before. We can do it again. The agency required workers come back to the office 5 days a week in mid-February after NTA allowed a hybrid schedule from December 19th on to slow the spread of the Omicron variant, so said. The worker added that the remote option will keep staff happy and prevent them from ditching the state agency for the private sector where hybrid schedules have become commonplace. It's gonna be important to have people want to come to the MTA and for people to want to stay in their jobs, the person said. Because you can go anywhere and work in a hybrid environment now. So it makes sense to be able to do it in government as well. In contrast, New York City government under Mayor Eric Adams has stuck to a strict 5 day in person policy, aiming to set an example for other companies to lure their workforce back into Manhattan's central business districts. But the move by Adams has also led to public sector workers leaving in droves, even as higher ups on city boards and commissions get to still meet virtually, citing safety concerns from the spread of the virus. Mayoral spokesperson Fabian Levy referred a request for comment to Adams' statements earlier this month when his zoner said the city may allow some flexibility in the future. There's gonna come a time we may say that, 1 day a week we may do some type of different version, Adams told reporters on June 1st. Post COVID is a different environment, but you are not going to be home for 5 days a week unless there are some circumstances that require that. State agencies have been able to decide since last year whether they wanted to allow employees to work remotely for some portion of the week, according to Aaron McCarthy, not to be confused with the McCarthy family, like Paul McCartney and all these other people. Um, a spokesperson for the governor's office of employee relations. The vast majority of New Yorkers said they did not want to return to the office 5 days a week, with 82% of respondents to a recent poll by New York One and Siena College um, saying they would prefer working from home between 1 and 5 days a week. Yeah, 1 5 days actually. Yes. Less than 1 in 5, which is 17%, said they wanted to come back every day of the work week. Earlier this year, MTA had banked on a full return to the office to bring back mass transit ridership, but weekday trips have remained at just below 60% of pre-pandemic levels, according to the latest agency counts from last week. And we have somebody who also responded. So this is from Mild Mannered. Amazing. The plan was to destroy the social structure all along. Andrew Cuomo on the second day of lockdowns taught of reimagining society. These people would have to be either A, stupid, or B, so smart they knew the society would never start the same way again. I vote number two. The CDC pushing for vaccine boosters for 5-year-olds when only 140 children were studied is insane. Our supposed leaders and big biz is out of control. One of Sweet Andy Cuomo's biggest backers and donators is Eric, former head of Google. Seemed like remote working might get pushed. Nah, that's conspiracy theory. Why are we not choosing to wake up? Yeah, I don't know if I agree with the whole conspiracy theory shit. I don't know, man. I don't know about that one right there, man. But that right there is it's a bit far of a stretch, man. You know what I mean? To me, it sounds like a bit far of a stretch. Let's see. Um, okay. Okay, let's see. What else can we talk about here? Oh, wait a minute here. Subway Menace. That's right. That's right. We gotta talk about this subway menace shit that's going on here. Um, all right, so we have a subway menace in New York City, of course. Um, okay, and this is from last month actually, and I didn't get a chance to cover this. But disturbing footage recently shared on social media shows a person menacing subway riders, kicking a car window and yanking on a woman's hair as she tried to escape while other strap hangers avoid the outburst. Man, that's crazy, man. That's crazy. The roughly 2-minute video posted Wednesday on Twitter by Joe Fisher shows a person who appears to be unwell screaming obscenities before sitting down and grabbing a J train rider's hair as she attempts to move away. Somebody help me. Meanwhile, the trapped anguished woman said softly. Meanwhile, fellow commuters either looked on, moved away from, or ignored the pair without coming to her assistance. About 30 seconds later, the emotionally disturbed strap hanger shouted, "Get up," prompting the unlucky woman targeted by the eruption to stand. The frightening rowdy, wearing an ill-fitting white sweatshirt, black pants, and gray sneakers, then shoved her away before storming off in the opposite direction. And of course, shut the fuck up. Um, hold on. Yeah, shut the fuck up. The unruly rider then yelled while pacing up and down. Hold on a second, folks. What the hell, man? What is going on here? Sorry, I don't know what's going on here. I do not. Give me a second here. Give me a second. Um, wait. Yeah, hold on. Yeah, shut the fuck up. The unruly rider then yelled while pacing up and down the train car. Just another day in New York City's safest subway system where innocent people are being harassed and assaulted. But the mayor wants you to ride the subway instead of driving. Um, why in the hell? Yeah, yeah, you want you to hold on. Hold on. Wait a second. Wait a minute. So this is hang on a minute here. Okay, this is what I deal with. The man who recorded the incident said to the camera, New York City demons, you understand? He added, providing unintelligible commentary on the situation. Now, hold on a second. Where did I read about the mayor who said that? Oh no, that was somebody. No, that was Joe Fisher. I'm sorry. So Joe Fisher who said just another day in New York, safest subway system where innocent people are being harassed and stuff. But the man wants you to ride the subway instead of driving to save the environment. um yeah, let's the video went on to show the unstable person continuing to yell, standing on the subway car seat while repeatedly kicking the window as the train approaches the Delancey Street Essex Street station. It's unclear when the viral video was taken and who recorded the footage. A tweet sharing the video received more than 14,000 retweets and 24,000 likes as of Sunday morning. An NYPD rep told the Post Sunday that the department was not aware of the incident. Um, hold on a second. Yeah, there are no reports on file regarding the video, said a spokesperson. Commenters on the troubling video lamented that strap hangers did not aid the woman who appeared to be randomly targeted by the mentally unwell subway rider. you know, um, End quote. I trust that if I was there, I would have done something, tweeted Kenneth Adams. I've lived in New York City my whole life. What the fuck is going on? Real talk. New York City, we gotta do better. You mean to tell me several of y'all guys couldn't come together to help that lady? Replied another Twitter user. No one helped, but this person that films just prayed to a god. How's that gonna work? Fume another commenter. Why is no one stepping in? Well, let me just say this. Let me just say this though. Um, okay. Certain situations, it's a tough call to actually to make, and when you hear incidents like this and you wish you could help that person or whatever, but it's kind of hard to do that because you know the this the thing that I hear all the time is when it comes to peacemakers, they they try their best to do something, but then they end up getting killed. Maybe because they don't want to get killed by trying to actually maybe help this woman out or whatever. It's not easy saving somebody. You know what I'm saying? It's not easy saving somebody at all. Like you can't hold that against that person. And I want to say, I want to say this though. For a mayor to say that people should take the subway instead of driving their cars to save the environment. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. A lot of people are not comfortable taking the subway. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people are not comfortable taking the subway at all. You know what I mean? And I don't blame them because you have to understand something. You gotta understand something. Every incident you hear about slashings, you hear about stabbings, you hear about you know, you know, senseless shootings at a train station, at all places. Like it's like when does it stop? Like you know what I'm saying? And that's the reason why a lot of people feel comfortable driving because you have to understand something. Like they don't want to be in that predicament like that lady did, and they don't want to be the next person to be slashed or stabbed or whatever. Like, come on, and you and and I'm not even gonna hold you. It's not only dangerous at night. It's also dangerous during the daytime too. Like for example, episodes ago, I talked about an innocent bystander who got slashed by the Van Sickling Avenue train station between Norwood Avenue and, of course, Alabama Avenue on the J and Z line. Like this is not new. This is not really surprising at all. And I say we got to do fucking better, man. And and I'm sorry if I had to actually, react this way in a explosive manner, but that's just basically how I felt, man. When I'm spazzing, when I feel like I'm spazzing out on certain things, that's when I actually start to explode. So there it is. All right. All right. So I got that covered. All right. So let's see. What else can we talk about here? Um. Okay. Man shot in the head. Man shot in the head in Brooklyn. Oh boy. All right. We got another incident. A man shot in the head. Let me just say. Hold on a second, man. A man shot in the head. I don't think I have. Do I? Give me one moment. Give me one moment here as I look for this. Okay, a man shot in the head. Man shot in the head in Brooklyn. Um, Give me 1 second so I can actually take a sip of water. Stay with me. Okay. Damn. And this took place way after Memorial Day. A 29-year-old man was fatally shot in the head on a Brooklyn street early Tuesday following a bloody Memorial Day weekend, with 23 people shot across the city. The victim was struck around 1:40 a.m. near the corner of Marcy and Lexington Avenues in Bedford-Stuyvesant after a suspect in a red car pulled up and opened fire, police said. He was rushed to Kings County Hospital Center where he was pronounced dead. The motive, the motive, for the slaying remained unclear later in the morning. The victim's name has not been released pending family notification. About an hour later, a 21-year-old man was blasted in the torso at the corner of Atlantic and Autumn Avenues in Cypress Hills, authorities said. He was taken to Jamaica Hospital Medical Center where he is listed. Oh shit. Come on, man. Come on. Can we not do that? Yeah, where he is listed in critical condition. Um, Hold on 1 second. Yo, Carmen, thank you. Thank you for joining the live stream right here. Shouts to Carmen, man. You know what I mean? That's my homegirl. We go way back though. So yeah. Um, all right, so here we go. Right here. The circumstances of that shooting are unknown. In the Bronx on Tuesday, a 21-year-old man is in stable condition after being shot twice in the left leg in front of 850 Longwood Avenue around 11:50 a.m. The unidentified shooter described as wearing a black shirt with white lettering, a dark blue shirt, and dark sneakers, fled on foot. The Brooklyn violence came hours after a 72-year-old woman was struck by an apparent stray bullet inside her South Ozone Park, Queens home around 11:30 p.m. Memorial Day, cops and police sources said. In total, on Monday, 6 people were shot across the city in as many incidents as authorities said. On Monday's date last year, which was the Sunday before Memorial Day, 4 people were shot in as many incidents, cops said. Seven people were shot in 5 incidents on Sunday, compared to a single person shot on that day last year, authorities said. Four people were shot in as many incidents Saturday, a slight dip from 2021 when six people were shot on that date. On Friday, six people took bullets in five incidents, down from seven people shot in six incidents on that day last year. It was the first hot weekend of the year. Joseph Gia Cologne, a retired NYPD detective sergeant and adjunct professor at John Jay College of Criminal Justice, told the Post. Now we're going into the dark days of summer, where historically we've seen violence rise. When you add on the diaphragm bill back in action, I am afraid of the consequences to come. And you've got the decision of qualified immunity on the horizon. So we're not in a good place legislatively nor with violence. When you are doing year to year comparisons, last year we had a terrible April, May, and June for shootings. He added the numbers were high, so we expected them to be lower this year. A Manhattan cop with 2 decades at the job told the Post the summer could bring an onslaught of violence and pointed the finger at bail reform policies. There's a lot of guns out here, and there's no consequences, and the perps know it, the cop said. They read the papers. They realized their friends have guns and they are back out on the street. They think I can get one too. And the community gun is always the best gun because it's local and they just share the gun and get bullets. Okay. I'm going to actually talk about the whole gun safety situation probably next week, man, because I think it's better if I talk about that one over the Roe versus Wade situation because I'm not a woman, so I can't really speak to that, and I'm not really obligated to talk about that. But I think I feel more strongly talking about the whole gun situation because the whole shit is just getting out of control. So so stay tuned for that one next week. Um, all right, um, yeah, yeah, of course, and the community, yeah, yeah, and the community, gun is always the best gun because it's local and they just share the gun and get bullets. What they'll do is they'll switch out with another local crew. Until they crack down on bail reform, this is going to continue, added the NYPD veteran. I think we're going to have one of the hottest summers ever, and I think this place is going to be like Chicago. Oh, shit. Not Chicago. Okay, okay, hold on a minute here. Hang on a second. Okay, to compare New York City to Chicago, look, man, I don't know, man, because I don't know to make that comparison. It's just a little. I don't know, man. It just seems like a far of a stretch, though. Yes, what these two got in common is of course violence, of course, though. But it's just crazy, and I just feel like we are living in a crazy ass world where we are basically surrounded by violence, gun violence to be exact, and it's not even just on the street. It's in train stations too. You know what I'm saying? Not to mention, a couple weeks ago, I'm walking. I'm walking from the Jamaica bus terminal from the N24 to the Q5 by Archer Avenue, right? I'm walking by Archer Avenue, and there's cops right there, and it seems like there was an incident that happened by Jamaica Center, Parsons and Archer Avenue. Apparently somebody decided to actually not only bring a knife but also bring a fucking gun. And this is why I don't even go. This is why I don't go out like that, and this is why I don't fucking take the trains anymore. And it's not just because of the fucking derailments. It's also because of the senseless shit that nobody wants to fucking control. Nobody wants to like. How about we come up with solutions on how to crack down on all these ridiculous guns that's going on, the semi-automatics, all these other shits that's going on right now. Like from like nothing's safe anymore. The trains ain't safe no more. You know what I'm saying? Like this is why this is why people are comfortable in cars. Because they don't have to fucking deal with all this other bullshit. It's fucking crazy to me. Like, you know what I'm saying? And you worried about a person's choice of what their a person's choice as far as their bodies or whatever. We got bigger shit going on. We got bigger shit going on. We got bigger shit. We got bigger problems than fucking racism. I hate to say this though, but gun violence is more of a bigger problem than racism. I'm sorry to say this, but it's just whenever I hear stories like this, it just frustrates me, and it just really grinds my gears, and I feel like for somebody to make a comparison to Chicago, right, known for shootings and stuff like that, like seriously, yeah, it happens, but does it really happen does it happen in New York on an everyday basis? Sure, but but you know, it's just I don't know, man. Look, none of us have all the answers. None of us have the right answers to any solutions whatsoever. I don't have the right answers to all this. I'm just a regular man hosting a podcast right now. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Like it's just you know what? You know what? I digress from the story, man. Let me just move on from this shit, man. And I'm just gonna actually, I have a sound effect for this shit though, man. Let's just put this shit in a fucking blender right now, man. Hold on. Hold on a minute, man. Hold on. All right. All right. Now we got that out the way. Now we're gonna go into chatting on the jazz right now, man. So that's it for transit news. So this is chatting on the jazz right there, man. Let's go. So I came across a story in regards to an idiot. We have an idiot who decides to try to blow up Tyler Perry Studios. Really? Like, are you serious? Like, here's my fucking question. Here's my fucking question right here. Um, here's my fucking question. I'll fill you in right now, man. And this is according to the TMZ article right here. So this idiot, so this idiot, um, the house Tyler Perry built was almost blown to smithereens. At least that's what could have happened if this guy got his way. So say cops. The media mogul was at the center of a scary bomb threat from a man named Coles Rashid. According to Atlanta PD, which arrested him for making terroristic threats against Tyler's Georgia studio. You know, this shit reminds me of what really happened in fucking Sunset Park, Brooklyn, man. Like, you remember episodes ago, I always said that there's good African American people and there's bad motherfucking African American people. And this idiot is a bad apple far from a fucking tree. All right? And this is just crazy, man. So in the report obtained by TMZ, cops said Coles dialed into the studio's main number back on May 13th and demanded to speak to TP himself, but the receptionist told him it was impossible, which apparently pissed off the guy to the point he started talking gibberish. Oh my gosh. This is fucking crazy, man. Naturally, the receptionist was freaked out, hung up, and even blocked his number. But according to the report, she discovered he left a voicemail in which he allegedly threatened to blow up the place to high heaven. That's what prompted her to call the police. They eventually tracked down Coles, and he was brought in on a felony charge at Fulton County Jail. He's been released on $5,000 bond. Why the hell would you release a fucking idiot? A fucking idiot who's a fucking idiot, right? Out of all people, why would you release him to society knowing that he's making fucking threats, man? Are you fucking dumb? Really? Are you that dumb? Are you really that dumb, man? Like seriously, that's just messed up right now, man. Anyway, man. So speaking of messed up, man, we gotta talk about the New York City lifeguard situation. All right, so citing a national lifeguard shortage, the New York City Parks and Recreation Department announced they would not be hosting swim programs for the foreseeable future. The Parks Department made the announcement in a tweet sent out by the agency on June 14th, saying lap swim, senior swim, and learn to swim programs will not be available, but the public can still utilize NYC Parks outdoor pools for a general swim from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. and from 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. as well. The American Lifeguard Association estimates that 1/3 of the nation's beaches and pools will be affected by the shortage, with the National Recreation and Parks Association saying 80% of parks and recreation departments cannot find enough staff to ensure safety while swimming in public pools. Yeah. Yeah, that part right there, man. End quote. Like the entire country, it's been a challenge recruiting enough qualified people who can pass the NYC lifeguard requirements, and slamdemic impacts on recruitment continue, a spokesperson from NYC Parks and Recreation told AM New York on June 15th. As we do every year, we are continuing to train and certify lifeguards up to the July 4th weekend after returning student-age lifeguards finish school for the summer. We continue to encourage all former NYC Parks lifeguards who are in condition to come out and get recertified for the summer 2022 season. The plan is to keep Pools open throughout the city, but certain swim programs that need instruction or more lifeguard personnel will not be offered. These programs were also canceled in the summer of 2021. As with every year, based on the final number of lifeguards, beaches, and pools are staffed accordingly to ensure safety is the priority. This is based on daily headcount and is adjusted when it comes to which sections of beaches and pools have full limited activity. No swimming areas at beaches will be enforced by park enforcement officers, and outdoor pools will open on June 28th as done annually. So to learn more about pool schedules and availability, you can visit the NYC Parks Pool website for more information. All right. All right. So, another story we need to talk about here is um okay. Okay. Jimmy Kimmel. All right. Yeah, let's get into Jimmy Kimmel right here. I really hope things work out with the whole lifeguard situation, because the very last thing you don't want is to have everything canceled as far as like people learning how to swim, people wanting to learn how to do certain things, especially for seniors and stuff. I mean, come on, get it together. That's all I'm saying, man. Let's see. Now, Jimmy Kimmel, right? Okay. So, all right. So, this is according to dmagazine.com. Um, Let me preface this by saying that this is not a post necessarily about legislation to prevent gun violence. It's a post about what happened while a late night host was talking about gun violence prevention. Late night, Jimmy Kimmel, whose show airs after the 10 p.m. news broadcast on WFAA, spoke emotionally about the shooting in Uvalde. He directly called out Governor Greg Abbott and Senators Ted Cruz and on John Cornyn, but he also talked about the toll gun violence has taken on children, in particular, with gun violence outpacing literally everything else as the highest cause of death for kids. During his monologue, which was taped without an audience, Kimmel addressed Texas leadership directly, saying it's okay to admit you made a mistake. In fact, it's not just okay, it's necessary to admit you made a mistake when your mistake is killing the children in your state. But viewers in Dallas didn't see that monologue. Not long after Kimmel started it, WFAA cut to a station promo. Oh gosh. So the host took to Twitter. Okay, so Jimmy Kimmel says on Twitter, to my friends in Dallas who are asking, I do not know whether our ABC network affiliate WFAA cut away from my monologue tonight intentionally or inadvertently, but I will find out. In the meantime, here's what you didn't get to see. Almost immediately, the station's digital content director, Pete Friedman, said the decision to cut away was actually about extending coverage on the Uvalde massacre. Um, and Pete Freeman says, we made the decision earlier in the day to extend our 10 o'clock news to include extra Uvalde coverage in our broadcast. It had nothing to do with your monologue. We're on the same team. Yeah, right. People asked him about a viewer video circulating that seemed to indicate that the station cut away from Kimmel's monologue, and Freeman said the show ran an additional 10 minutes Wednesday night, ending at 10:40, but that he was personally going to take note to make sure that Kimmel's monologue appeared on the station's website.
By Thursday morning, WFAA had a fuller explanation on its website attributing the cutaway to a glitch in its automatic system. Jimmy Kimmel Live aired immediately following our newscast, this station said. Unfortunately, the automatic system that triggers commercials aired the first commercial break in error, interrupting Jimmy Kimmel's monologue. Yeah, I'll be spazzing out too, man. If that happened to me too, man. You know what I mean? The station's Twitter followers weren't exactly buying it, but station manager Carolyn Mungo did confirm that the plan was to re-air Kimball's monologue during the daybreak show and during the noon broadcast. That may not be enough to appease some viewers, however, who are demanding the station rerun the show or at least the monologue during prime time. And yeah, I have to really I gotta hand it to Jimmy Kimmel for speaking out on this shit though, man. But there is some people who chimed in too. So I am going to actually um go over what they're saying. So let me see how much time we got here. Okay, we good. We good. Yeah, we good. All right, so this person says this right here is the perfect example of the problem with internet mob cancel culture. I hate cancel culture, man. You know what I'm saying? I really hate that shit. Yeah, and cinema Vino podcast. Thank you for joining. Um and anyway, so Pete Friedman is the example of the Dallas journalism has to offer. He did journalism work during the 2020 police protest that put D-Mag and the DMN and literally every other news organization in Texas to shame. Yeah. But if you get called out once by someone with a bigger microphone than you, then you even for something you had no knowledge of and in part in you get crucified. Another person says people are going to believe what they're going to believe despite having no real evidence to support it. I feel bad for Pete, but something tells me he's taking it in stride. Not his first Twitter rodeo. Jimmy Kimmel pulls in 1.6 million viewers out of a 330 million US population. So it's probably only the most discriminating among us who gives a crap and and about what a um DIC DIS mouthpiece has to say. Kimmel is a liberal POS. Has he ever said anything about the gun violence in Chicago? Yeah, exactly. Not a fucking word. So he needs to shut the fuck up. Well, I can't really say that, man. I can't really agree with that shit though. To be honest though, man. Like, look, certain stories, right, in what is related to Chicago or whatever, like, you you can't really make it seem like that everybody is obligated to actually talk about what's going on in Chicago because number one, there's some people there's some people there are some individuals that is not from Chicago and don't really know the Chicago life, so you can't really expect them to actually talk about certain shit like that though, man. So you know what I'm saying. So it is what it is, man. Anyway, man, another person says, uh, laughing with the ha ha ha's. Only trolls respond to death and destruction with, oh, but that nope. Sorry, we focus here and now in our backyards, and enough is enough. We will begin the trailblazing regulation for my niece and grandkids. Gun culture won't exist. We are the future, not you. Another person says, "Come and get it. I dare you." Kimmel is an absolute lying POS. His own child has a CHD, which is by far killing more kids, and the only time he wants to talk about that is ratings. Feel sorry for me, weak. Liberals make me want to call Stalin or Mo or Hitler and tell them all woke libs are secretly Jews and malcontents. Um, I don't know, man. I look, man. Look, you know, like I said, man, not everybody is obligated to be talking about certain stories, man. Like you can't force somebody to be obligated to talk about certain shit as far as like, Chicago. I mean, we come on, man. Like, you know what I mean? You weren't there, man. You were not there. I, None of us was there, you know what I'm saying, to witness all the Chicago violence. None of us was there. And, very fortunate that I didn't witness no violence in New York face to face. You know what I'm saying? Because I myself like to, stay out of trouble. You know what I'm saying? That's that's what you're supposed to do. Stay out of trouble. And and you know what I'm saying? Um so yeah, man. So look, man, I'm just gonna say that I have to agree with some things that Jimmy Kimmel said, though. You know what I mean? So so there you go, right there, man. Um. Anyway, so let's go on to our next topic right here, man. And we have to talk about this Netflix situation here. All right, Netflix. Netflix, unfortunately, is in trouble. Unfortunately, Netflix is in trouble. Hold on a second, man. Let me find this story. Yes, here we go. Unfortunately, Netflix is screwed. So, this is according to Variety. Netflix has pulled the plug on several animated projects, including Wings. Wait, hold on. Wings of Fire from executive producer Ava DuVernay, Anti-Racist Baby, a series aimed at preschoolers and with kind regards from kindergarten, a film tailored to youngsters. A streaming service also scrapped Stamped Racism, Anti-Racism, and You, a documentary intended to serve as a companion piece to Stamped from the Beginning, which is a hybrid documentary and scripted feature that delves into race in the United States. Stamped from the Beginning is still moving forward and is currently in post production. Sources at Netflix stress the decisions not to move forward with these projects um, were creative rather than cost related, meaning they would have taken place regardless of the company's slower revenue growth. Insiders also note that animation a longer um, has a longer gestation period than live action. Um, Given the comparatively drawn outline, it's less unusual for movies or television shows to go back into development or part ways entirely over creative decisions. Um, that may be the case, but the news comes as Netflix has laid off about 150 staffers, roughly 2% of its workforce, in an attempt to cut costs after a weak start of 2022. The first quarter of this year, the company reported a net loss of 200,000 streaming customers, its first decline in a decade. Hold on one second, man. Hold on one second, man. Yeah, that part. Shortly, yeah, shortly after announcing a dip in subscribers last month. I'm sorry for laughing because of sound effects, but Netflix pink slipped approximately 25 employees in its marketing group, several of whom worked on the To Them fan focused content team. Netflix announced in April 2021 that Wings of Fire, based on 2T Sutherland's children's book, would be adapted into an animated 10 episode series. DuVernay was set to executive produce the show, a fantasy series about dragon tribes at war in a generations long battle over a lost treasure. A film version of With Kind Regards from Kindergarten, a darker children's book about two young friends who drift as one of them his loses his imagination, had not been publicly announced before the animated title was scrapped. Anti Racist Baby, based on anti-racist scholar Dr. Abram X. Kendi. Um, children's book of the same name was imagined as a series of animated vignettes set to music for preschoolers. Kendi also wrote Stamp Racism, Anti-Racism in You, which will no longer run in tandem with the adult SKUs stamp from the beginning. Those three projects were being made to examine racism for audiences of all ages. Netflix is still investing heavily in animation with Jurassic World, Camp Cretaceous, Kung Fu Panda, The Dragon Knight, My Dad, the Bounty Hunter, and Gabby's Dollhouse among the film and television shows in the works. The studio recently released The Mitchells versus the Machines and plans to unveil director um, Guillermo del Toro's stop motion animation version of Pinocchio later this year. Um, okay, these projects that's being scrapped. Hold on a minute. Yeah, these projects that's being scrapped. You know, um, I'll say this though: stamp racism, anti-racism, and you, and of course, you know, it's, I'm kind of glad that it's not going to see the light of day because of all the unexpected backlash that's just going to happen. And you don't want to have a lot of lawsuits about this shit too, man. You don't want too many lawsuits about this shit though, man. To be honest with you, man. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. So as far as one of the projects that's still going on, good luck with that though, man. That's all I gotta say on that one. So let's see. What else? What else? What else? What else can we talk about here? Um, all right, so we need to get into some music stuff right here, man. Some music news right here. So let's get to it. Um, all right, so um, all right, Little Baby was among the many honored virtually at the 35th annual ASCAP Rhythm and Soul Music Awards on Tuesday, June 21st. The event celebrates the songwriters and publishers behind 2022's biggest hip hop and R&B and gospel hits. For the second year in a row, Little Baby was crowned ASCAP Songwriter of the Year for penning several chart-topping hits, including DJ Khaled's "Every Chance I Get," Drake's "Girls Want Girls." solo single on Me, Rod Wave's Rags to Riches 2, and Drake's Wants and Needs. Um, hold on a minute. All right, so as for R&B and hip hop and rap song of the year honor, that went to Orville Bugs Can. Hall and Philip Triggerman Price of the Showboys, Dion Devious Norman, Trey Samuels, and Dave Welcome for their work on the Chris Brown and Young Thug collaboration Go Crazy. Sony Music Publishing scored their third win in an extremely successful year, earning the ASCAP Rhythm and Soul Publisher of the Year award, following their ASCAP awards for Pop Music Publisher of the Year and Latin Music Publisher of the Year. Um, the ASCAP Rhythm and Soul Awards will wrap up on Thursday, which already passed. Um, with Deconstructed, Ashanti breaks down her hits, a special ASCAP experience conversation featuring multi-platinum singer and songwriter Ashanti. She will speak with Vibe editor-in-chief Datwan Thomas about the 20-year anniversary of her history-making debut album Ashanti, and delve into the creation of some of her all-time greatest hits. The event will be broadcast from ASCAP's YouTube channel. Find the full list of ASCAP winners here. Um, all right, let me make some noise for Lil Baby, man, for being the songwriter of the year. All right, let's take a look at the winners, man. Let's take a look at the winners. Let's take a look at the winners, man. Hold on. Okay, so we need to take a look at some winners. Of course, obviously, Lil Baby. Obviously, you already got that. So, um, let's see. Let's see. So winning R&B, hip hop, and rap songs. So Orville Bugs. Like I just mentioned that shit. This wow. Um, yeah. Let me just say, wow. So there's so many winners actually. So let's just say, let me just Oh, wait a minute. Let's go through this, man. You know what I mean? Okay, so the 2022 ASCAP Rhythm and Soul Music Awards brought together the urban music community on ASCAP's socials for a virtual celebration of the hip hop, R&B, and gospel music that defined the last year. Little Baby was the big winner, earning his second Songwriter of the Year award. Sony Music Publishing clinched the Triple Crown, winning Publisher of the Year at the Rhythm and Soul Music Awards in the same quarter. Um, that they earned the same title at our Pop and Latin Music Awards. Of course, to cap off the week, we hosted a very special ASCAP experience session with R&B hip hop legend Ashanti telling the stories behind her biggest hits, of course. So there you go, right there. So let's see. So like I said, Little Baby won for Songwriter of the Year. Grammy winning rapper and songwriter Little Baby continues to his um, meteoric rise, capturing ASCAP Songwriter of the Year for the second straight year for penning 5 chart-topping hits. So every chance I get, girls want girls on me, rags to riches, want wants and needs. Um and yeah, obviously Sony Music Publishing, um they got Publisher of the Year. Um Back in Blood, Beatbox 2, Calling My Phone, Easy on Me, Every Chance I Get, Heartbreak, Heartbreak Anniversary, Hold Me Close, Late at Night, Martin and Gina. Oh, I'm gonna get to the Martin thing, and I'm gonna get to the Martin thing in a couple seconds. Um, Mr. Right Now, No More Parties remix, Not Another Love Song, Peaches, Rap Star, Speak to Me, Up, What You Know About Love, and Waukesha. Um, and of course, Friday, recently, this was yesterday. So 20 years ago, Ashanti made history as the first woman to occupy the top two positions on the Billboard Hot 100. At the same time, her legacy has only grown since. To celebrate the 20th anniversary of Ashanti's classic self-titled debut, she's joining the ASCAP experience to go behind the scenes of creations of her greatest hits. Vibe editor in chief Dalton Thomas moderates. Of course, winning R&B, hip hop, and rap songs obviously go crazy. This was Chris Brown and Young Thug. Of course, writers Orville, Bugs Can, Hall, Dion, Devious Norman. Oh shit. Philip Triggerman Price. Oh man. Trey Samuels. Dave Welcome Publishers. Beat Product Pro Tunes Incorporated. Scarred Life. Though Art the Hunger. Universal Music Publishing Group. Warner Chapel Music. And of course, this is crazy. Yeah. Let me see. Um. Okay. So BS. I think Big Sean. Wait. Hold on. Yeah. Big Sean. Writers Big Sean, Brian Warfield, publishers Brian's Piggy Bank. Oh man. Yeah. I am her publishing, my last publishing, Universal Music Publishing Group, Warner Chapel Music, Back in Blood Writers, Little Dirk, Lontrell, Pool Shiesty, Williams, publishers, Angel Oof, Angel Loop Music, Sony Music Publishing, Baddest Writers, Two Chains, OG Parker, Christian Hitmaker Ward, Terrence Romano, excuse me, Williams, Mike Woods, publishers, Art Publishing Group, Music Publishing, Concord Music Publishing, Colbert Music Publishing, MCWWII Publishing, My Lord Prophet Music, OG Parker Productions, Reservoir SFQC Music, T Romano Music. These are songs of Post Ty Epps Music, Warner Chapel Music, Beatbox 2, writer Latrell Pusheisty Williams, publisher Sony Music Publishing, best friend writers Dr. Luke, Theron Thomas, publishers BMG, Smoke, Jim Daddy Smoke, yeah. Oh my gosh. Yo, oh my gosh, man. Cash Money. Cash Money Publishing. Colbert Music Publishing. Calling my phone, writer Brandon Walsh, publisher Sony Music Publishing. Come through, writers Mike Will Made It, publishers Sound from Eardrummers Warner Chapel Music, Crybaby writers the got Da got that dope, the baby, Danny T. Levin, publishers Baby Jesus Publishing, guaranteed millions, Mushroom Stamp, Mushroom Stamp Production, South Coast Music Group, LLC, Universal Music Publishing Group, Warner Chapel Music, Damage Writer, Jimmy Jam Harris, Terry Lewis, publisher Cobalt Music Publishing, Easy on Me writer Greg Kirsten, publisher Sony Music Publishing, Kirsten Music, Essence writer Oki Mute Oniko, publisher Warner Chapel Music. Every chance I get, writers Little Baby, no, excuse me, Little Dirk, Little Baby, publishers Angel Loot, Music, Quality Control Music, Sony Music Publishing, Universal Music Publishing Group, Wolfpack Global Music Publishing. Girls Want Girls, writers Little Baby, Ozan, Oz, Yildirim. Publishers Concord Music Publishing, Quality Control Music. These are songs of Pulse Universal Music Publishing Group, Wolfpack Global Music Publishing. Good Days writers Jacob Collier, Carlos Loshindrix Munoz, Christopher Nascent Ruelas. Publishers Artist Publishing Group, Concord Music Publishing, Concord Music Publishing, Colbert Music Publishing, Lashindrix Productions, Mind Texture, Ellis Publishing, and Song Trust. And of course, Heartbreak Anniversary, writers Seven Thomas Varen Wade, Concord Music Publishing, Sun Music Publishing, Industry Baby, writer Nick Lee, publishers Atlas Music Publishing, Sumo Whale Boy, Late at Night writers Sharuka, GYLTTRYP, Zayman Khan, Dijon Mustard McFarlane, publishers 10 Summer Songs, Convoys Music, Cobalt Music Publishing, Pay Mustard Sony Music Publishing. Leave the door open. Writer Christopher Brody Brown, publishers Nine Lives Later, Warner Chapel Music. Lemonade, writers Donnie Flores, Nav, Alec Wigdo, publishers, artists, publishing group, BMG, Clean Face, Music It's Only About Music, Double LC, Cobalt Music Publishing, We Run It Empire, Wigdo Publishing. Martin and Gina, I will actually get to that in I will get to that. Writers: Julian Anderson, Polo G, Melissa Key Clack. Publishers: Davis Park Songs, MK Entertainment, and Position Music Publishing, Sony Music Publishing. Mr. Right Now, writer 21 Savage. Publishers: BMG, Slaughter Gang, Sony Music Publishing, and Team Sport. Um, Obviously, it's more winners and stuff, man. Yeah, Team Sport actually. Yeah. Obviously, there's more. There's so many actually. So anyway, let me just get to the thing. All right. So let's get. All right. Let me continue where I left off here. Um. Yes. Here we go. No More Parties remix. Writer Little Dirk. Publishers: Angel Loof Music, Molly Raw, Sony Music Publishing, Ultra Tunes. Not Another Love Song. Writers: Matthew Boy Wonder Samuels, Leon Thomas, Varian Wade. Publishers: One Dimensional Publishing, Eclectic um, Collective Publishing, Concord Music Publishing, Sony Music Publishing, um, and On Me Writers, Little Baby, Amin Narani. Publishers: Lush Publishing, Worldwide Quality Control Music, Universal Music Publishing Group, Wolfpack Global Music Publishing. Peaches, writers: Louis Bell, Justin Bieber, Felicia King, Harvey, Matthew Sean, Leon, Aaron Simmons, um, Kevon Yazdani. Publishers: Bieber Tom Publishing, Sony Music Publishing, Universal Music Publishing Group. Pick Up Your Feelings, writers: Blue June, um, 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 Audra, Audra May, Kyle, what is it? Um, I think it's, I think it's Chris. I'm not sure, but um, anyway, Coleman, Mike DZL, Holmes, Jasmine Sullivan, publisher, Imab, 1111 Sounds, Jazz Lady Publishing, Cobalt Music Publishing, 12x11 Entertainment, Warner Chapel Music, Rags to Riches, writers: Adam Jeanette, Jane Seck, Little Baby. Publishers: Quality Control Music, Universal Music Publishing Group, Warner Chapel Music, Wolfpack Global Music Publishing. And of course, Rap Star, Polo G, Shane, Murder Beats, Lindstrom. Publishers: Sony Music Publishing, Warner Chapel Music. Streets, writers: Theron Nephew, Feemster, Christopher Jeffries, Darius Logan, Dominique Logan, Demaris Shecky. Publishers: Feemstro, Cobalt Music Publishing, Skywalker, Universal Music Publishing Group, Warner Chapel Music, yada. And Dot Shit, writer OG Parker, publishers: Concord Music Publishing, OG Parker, productions: SFQC Music. These are songs of Pulse. You Too Love, writers: Jeremiah, Teddy Pena, Retro Future, Neo. Publishers: Cobalt Music Publishing, Ohaji Publishing, Pen in the Ground Publishing, Prescription Songs. Oh shit. Oh man. Oh man. Primary Wave Music, Universal Music Publishing Group, Universal Music Publishing Group. Up writers Cardi B, Forte, Crawford, James DJ, Swan QO, Steed, publishers Galaxy, Galley, Galley Z, management, Giant Tack Publishing, Songs of Peer Limited, Sony Music Publishing, um, Wash Poppin Incorporated, Warner Chapel Music, World Leaders, Wants and Needs, Writers Lil Baby, Noah 40, She Bib Publishers, Cardo on the Beat, Cabot Music Publishing, Quality Control Music, um, Ron Says Valleys Music Publishing, Universal Music Publishing Group, Wolfpack Global Music Publishing. What You Know About Love, writers Elgin, Genuine, Lumpkin, Troy, Oliver, publishers Black Fountain Music, Gold Daddy Music. Oh shit. Jaden Christopher Publishing, Milk Chocolate Factory. Yo, all these names are so fucking crazy to me, man. Sony Music Publishing, Whole Lot of Money, writer Terrence Romano, Williams Publishers, Concord Music Publishing, T Romano Music, Whoopty, writer Mithan Sharma, publisher, Universal Music Publishing Group. Of course, The Wild Side. Oh man. Writers Cardi B, Missy Elliott, Brittany Starr Hazard. Oh, man, Timberland, Tyler Ron, Taylor Ross, publishers ABKCO, Legs Music Incorporated, Concord Music Publishing, EOW Music, Mass Confusion Productions, People Over Planes. These are songs of Pulse, Ty Z's, Steve's Music, Warner Chapel Music, Waukesha, writer Mark DeBarge, publisher Sony Music Publishing. You are mine still. Writer Nate Rhodes, publisher Nate Rhodes, Warner Chapel Music. All right, I'm not gonna go to the gospel part because you're more than welcome to actually look at it yourselves. On the gospel, I know some people are into listening to gospel music and stuff like that. So you can go to the website right here that I'm at right now, which is www.ascap.com/RSA /RS Awards 22. All right, there you go. There you go, right there. All right, there you go, right there. Um, yes. Yes. Our next one here is okay. Obviously, I don't know, man. I don't know what's going on with the game, but anyway, man, let's get into this shit. The game felt some type of way after he was excluded from the Super Bowl halftime show in his city. The LA rapper saying he was hurt. Dr. Dre didn't hit him up to perform. The Super Bowl 55 was basically LA themed, going down at Sophie Stadium in Inglewood, California, with the Rams repping the NFC. Um, wow, damn, is he really that, bro? Is games ass really that hurt though? Yeah. Yeah. Oh man. So yeah, it was a yeah. Most Los Angeles of all the halftime performers, including LA rappers Dre, Snoop Dogg, and Kendrick Lamar. But the game in LA native, who's always rep for the city, was not included in the lineup. Something the 46-year-old rapper said wasn't right while appearing on the I Am Athlete podcast. The fucking Rams was in the Super Bowl, bro. The game said LA, LA, LA all around the Super Bowl, and I don't get the call. I was hurt by that. Dre should have called and said why. I would have understand that call because I talked to Dre. I talked to Dre often, and I just know if I was Dre and he was game, then he would have been there. He would have been up there. That's just it. It's L.A. and I am L.A. and I'm in the streets. What made what made Game even more upset was the fact that Eminem and 50 Cent got to perform when they are not even born and raised LA rappers. Snoop is an icon, Dre is an icon, M is an icon, but M is not from LA. And 50 Cent is not from LA, Game said. I'm not taking away from the fact that they were on the Super Bowl, but LA um um niggas wouldn't have been in the Detroit Super Bowl or New York Super Bowl. It just wouldn't have happened. You don't know that. You don't know that. Oh man, you would not know that, man. Oh man. Even though Gaines' feelings were hurt, he gets why he didn't get the call. He's not a safe artist. Well, you don't know what Game gonna do when he get up there. Game said they went with the safe artist, but Game is letting bygones be bygones, saying that at the end of the day, it was a win for LA and a win for the culture. So yeah, I mean that's how you gotta take it. I mean, it is what it is. Um, let's see what else can we talk about here. All right, Jim Jones. All right, so Jim Jones is very vocal when it comes to his city, and a recent Supreme Court ruling has him worried. On Thursday, June 23rd, Capel hopped on Instagram to give his thoughts on the Supreme Court allowing Americans the right to carry a gun for self defense. According to the ruling, the Supreme Court said Americans can carry a firearm, and the permit needed to have a gun in New York is deemed too restrictive. Jones had an issue with that, given the rise of in gun violence in New York City. Somebody break this down for all of us, because it's getting very nasty in New York to the point regular working class citizens are taking the risk of carrying guns for their protection, because the city is with filled with too much gun violence that the police can't get under control, and people are scared for their life. Jim Jones captioned his post. Um, yeah, gun violence in NYC has been tearing up the city to the point that children are losing their lives. Earlier this week, Lil TJ was shot multiple times in New Jersey after a man attempting to rob him and his friends. The city's mayor Eric Adams made it clear during a press conference that the gun laws in the Big Apple haven't changed despite the Supreme Court ruling. And in quote, if you have a target permit, that is not a carry permit. The thought that people may hear this ruling and believe they can openly carry or are legally allowed to have a permit or sort some sort. The man told reporters, so we're going to send a very clear message. Number one, nothing has changed. Number two, we're going to continue our pursuit as we have removed over 30, no, excuse me, 3,000 illegal guns off our streets. We're going to continue to pursue that. This complicates matters. While Jim is looking for answers on this new Supreme Court ruling, he's paying attention to the news happening elsewhere. During a recent visit to the Breakfast Club, Jim Jones and Mano spoke on Young Thug and Gunna's lyrics being used against them in the RICO case. They should take that out, Mano said, of rap lyrics being used in court cases against artists. When you rapping from a perspective. I say all kinds of crazy shit when I rap. Mano rap one of his lyrics about giving a woman oral sex in her child's room, explaining that it wasn't true. However, Jim Jones challenged Mano, questioning if that bar was actually false and wondered if he was recently called out for using it. Did somebody ask you about that because you seem a little guilty? Are you sure you didn't do it? Is this a bar? Jimmy asked. All right. I'm going to actually save this topic in regards to the Supreme Court ruling regarding gun possession in a future episode, so I can actually go in depth into what really went down and shit. So you know what I'm saying. So there you go, right there. Um, yeah. Who else? All right. So let's see. What else can we talk about here, man? Let me make sure I covered the bases. Okay. One more person we need to talk about here, man. Oh my fucking gosh. How the hell your ass is how the hell your fucking ass end up being late, man? Are you serious? ASAP Rocky. hold on. Hold on. I need Yo, this is so fucking crazy. I don't understand this. I don't understand this shit though, man. Okay, here we go. All right. According to double xlmag.com. So here's what's happening here. ASAP Rocky recently showed up so late for a performance in Manchester, UK, that he ended up going on after the show's headliner, Red Hot Chili Peppers. For the month of June, ASAP Rocky has been on tour with the Peppers in Europe, performing 5 dates on the famed rock band's global tour. However, during the show at um Emirates Old Trafford on Wednesday, June 22nd, the Harlem, New York rapper reportedly arrived so late he became the headliner by default. What in the hell? What in the hell? Okay, you know what this shit reminds me of, right? And you know where I'm going with this shit, folks. You know where I'm going with this shit. The shit reminds me of Lauren Hill, whose fucking crazy ass was late to perform. I was like, yo, that shit is funny. That's crazy right there, man. That's crazy, man. All right. Okay, if you know you are going to actually be performing in front of people, right? Your ass should have been at the stage and ahead of time. Instead, your crazy ass ended up being late, man. That is not a good look, man. Oh, oh man. Yeah, so during the show, an announcement was shown that read, due to unforeseen circumstances, ASAP Rocky will now play immediately after Red Hot Chili Peppers. The change in lineup caused many fans who had come to see excuse me Red Hot Chili Peppers to head for the exits. One video of the show posted by Twitter user Jack um Jack Clegg MCR shows ASAP Rocky rocking the stage. A throng of seemingly uninterested people slowly walk in the opposite direction. Wow. ASAP Rocky turned up late as support for Red Hot Chili Peppers, so they announced he was on after Chili Peppers instead. The, the concert goer captioned the video. Of course, every fucker is leaving because 90% of the people here are bald dads. Yo, that's funny, man. ASAP Rocky more like late Rocky. Oh shit, that's funny, man. Anyway, late Rocky. Oh wow, wow, yeah, yeah. Late Rocky, am I right, lads? Other people expressed their frustration on Twitter over the move as well. Can't believe Red Hot Chili Peppers cut their set short for ASAP Rocky for him to then only do less than a 15-minute set, someone tweeted. And of course, yes. ASAP Rocky was late to his set last night. Came on after the Red Hot Chili Peppers for like 15 minutes. What an absolute blend, another person posted. Oh, wow. And not everyone in attendance was upset by the alteration. Lineup alteration. Red Hot Chili Peppers did not disappoint. Absolutely brilliant. Anthony Flea and Cole are superstars. ASAP Rocky also brilliant. Thank you for a great show. Another person posted. Well, Double XL has reacted out to ASAP Rocky's team for comment. Rocky is less than 2 months removed from the birth of his child with pop star billionaire Rihanna. He is currently working on his new album. His last album, Testing, dropped in 2018. ASAP Rocky turned up late as support. Hold on a second. Hold on a minute here. Yeah. Another person says ASAP Rocky turned up late as support for Red Hot Chili Peppers, so they announced he was on after Chili Peppers instead. Of course, every fucker is leaving because 90% of the people here are bald dads. Yeah, I just read that part. Late Rocky. Yo, late Rocky. Oh man, that was a joke, man. Yeah. All right, so that's a joke. Yeah, that's a joke. Ha ha ha. Let me see. Wait. Yeah, that's a joke. Where did I leave off? Yeah, that's a joke. Wait a minute. So some people chimed in actually. Wait. Yes. So so this person, Darren Burke, says, can you investigate why Red Hot Chili Peppers cut short their set tonight so support act ASAP Rocky could play after their headline set? Been going to gigs for 30 odd years and never seen anything like it. Many disappointed fans, bizarre and to the right. Lucy, ASAP Rocky didn't even apologized for being that late. He had to go on after Red Hot Chili Peppers. That's a joke. Red Hot Chili Peppers end up supporting ASAP Rocky after rapper is late to band's Manchester show, The Independent. Oh my gosh. People are really going in on late Rocky. Yo, sister went to see the Red Hot Chili Peppers tonight, and ASAP Rocky didn't turn up till 10 p.m. and he was the support act. Oh my gosh. ASAP missed his own set supporting Red Hot Chili Peppers last night and did 4 songs after them and got off. And another person says she's a 10, but she thought the Red Hot Chili Peppers and ASAP Rocky were good tonight in Manchester. Another person says Bad Blend that ASAP Rocky cutting the Chili Peppers performance short just so he could play 3 shit songs and get get off. Cunt. Well, okay, someone says, hold on a minute, man. Someone, I just saw this, man. Hold on. Oh my gosh, man. Hold on. And WTF, some another person on Twitter says, WTF is happening. Well, what the fuck is happening at the Chili Pepper show in Manchester? Why are they playing before ASAP Rocky? And another person says, last time I'm doing a spur of the moment concert in England, Liam Gallagher was pissed and Red Hot Chili Peppers cutting their set short for ASAP Rocky, turning up hours late and doing 4 songs. 4 songs, man. 4 songs, man. That is shit. That is so shit to me, man. That is so shit to me, man. For real, for real. Um, Give me 1 second. Stay with me here as I take a sip of this water here. This is crazy. Yeah. Yeah. Another person says, "Huh? ASAP Rocky as support for Red Hot Chili Peppers, but was late, so went on after and cut headline performance short. I'm seeing mad confused seeing him on some stories. I was so surprised that ASAP Rocky turned up last night, but I would have never guessed that he'd come on after Chili Peppers played 2 songs, then leave. So some dude called ASAP Rocky was supposed to support Red Hot Chili Peppers and arrived late to the gig, so had to perform after them. When he arrived, he came dressed like a bin man, and everyone was leaving when he went on. Oh man. Oh man. Another person says, so good to see Red Hot Chili Peppers last night. Brought back some memories. ASAP Rocky was decent too, considering he's not my cup of tea. Well, that's funny. That's very funny right there, man. That's funny right there. That is so fucking funny and hilarious. It's not even. I wow. Anyway, man. Anyway. I need. Yeah. Okay. So it's been 30 years since Martin been on the air, and there is a reunion, and I think this is worth checking out. So I haven't done this segment in a while, so this is going to be TV show checkouts. Now we're gonna get into that right now, man. So there we there we go, right here. All right. Of course, obviously. obviously, there is a reunion for Martin. I haven't had a chance to talk about it in episode 158 because of time. Because of time. So, here we go right here, and here it is. So, in 2016, wait a second here. Wait a minute here. In 2016, FX's American Crime Story, The People versus O.J. Simpson, unpacked the trial of the century. Um, but part of what made the show so successful was its ability to zero in on the cultural um, zeitgeist of the 1990s. One memorable subplot revolved around the sequestered jury being divided over which TV show to watch. Though they were they were far from reaching their controversial verdict. Jurors were already split across racial lines over whether to watch Seinfeld or Martin Lawrence's titular Fox sitcom. The scene, by all accounts, came from the imagination of the anthology writers, but it was built around an astute observation. Martin, co-created by Lawrence, may not have earned a slew of Emmy nominations like Seinfeld did, but it was and remains just as iconic. 3 decades later, after the show's 1992 debut on Fox, the cast of Martin Lawrence, Tisha Campbell, who plays Gina, Tisha Arnold, who plays Pam, and Carl Anthony Payne II, who plays Cole, and a slew of celebrity guests came together for a reunion celebrating the beloved sitcom. The 90-minute special released Thursday on BET Plus was directed by Stan Lathan, who helmed the first 2 episodes of the series. Martin the Reunion also pays tribute to the late Thomas McKell Ford, who played Martin's best friend Tommy, who ain't got no job. That is like my favorite line right there, man. Okay. Oh man. So here's what we learned and what we didn't from the special and an interview with Campbell. Um, let's see. The cast didn't realize how revered the series was until much later. Campbell, who played Martin's girlfriend Gina, told the Washington Post that the reunion gave the cast a chance collectively to understand how revered the show is. And yes, I have to really agree. I have to really agree that they are icons, man. The cast of Martin are fucking icons, man, and that's like one of the favorite TV shows that everybody likes, though, man. Unlike yeah. So I get it. I get it though. Let's see. Where did I? Okay, Campbell, who played Martin's girlfriend Gina, told the Washington Post that the reunion gave the cast a chance collectively to understand how revered the show is. They certainly weren't aware in the 90s. We didn't think of it like that. We just didn't, she said. We were there to feed our families and have a good show and make people laugh. Of course, after decades of syndication and now streaming, Campbell started to get an idea of its multi-generational fan base. She started watching something she didn't do during the initial 5 season run because millennials and Gen Zs would approach her quoting the show's many catchphrases, including its most memorable "Damn Gina." Yo, wow. To Campbell's part chagrin, part amusement, her own 12-year-old son calls her Gina. He doesn't call me mommy ever, ever. I don't mind when other people call me Gina. But when this one calls me Gina all day, every day, Gina, can you go get me something to eat, please? Gina, do I have to go to bed right now? I just gave up. She laughed. I just answered, I'm tired. The one thing that really hit home for Campbell, though, was seeing photos of the cast at the Smithsonian National Museum of African American History and Culture. Uh, I literally was in shock, she said. We don't think of ourselves as icons, but people call us that. And so we're just grateful. We're grateful. The special is very much in celebration of the series, so much so that reporters covering the reunion were advised not to ask about how it ended, alluding to Campbell's 1997 sexual harassment lawsuit against Lawrence. The actress temporarily left the show before settling the lawsuit and returning to the film to film the two-part finale under the stipulation that she would never be in the same room with Lawrence. Campbell and Lawrence have both said they are on good terms now. They interact warmly and praise each other effusively during Martin the reunion. We worked really hard to reconnect, to forgive, Campbell told Gail King this week on CBS Mornings. And this reunion is about a celebration of everything that we did, everything that we accomplished, and our growth as human beings. So we concentrated mostly on that. Um, Wait, so most of the cast knew one another before Martin began filming. Let's see. So this won't be news to pop culture buffs, but most of the cast worked together well before Martin first aired. Campbell made her theatrical debut alongside Arnold in the 1986 musical Little Shop of Horrors and starred opposite Martin in the 1990 comedy House Party and its sequel. Campbell was Lawrence's one and only choice to play Gina, but it took some persuading because she was set to star in a pilot that had already been picked up. In the special, the pair recall that Lawrence went to Campbell's apartment to try to persuade her to join the Martin cast instead. Um, Unbeknown to Lawrence, Campbell's roommate at the time was Arnold, who had just auditioned for the Fox sitcom and would soon be cast as Gina's best friend Pam. Campbell said Arnold made her promise not to tell Lawrence they were best friends because Arnold wanted to get the part on her own merits. Arnold and Campbell knew Payne from the audition circuit and, of course, his first big role as Cockroach on The Cosby Show. Um, if the cast looked, if they were laughing on camera, um, they probably were. Lawrence and his co-stars recalled the audience's energy and the way they stomped their feet during the funniest scenes, but the goal, they said, was always to um make one another laugh. Making Lawrence laugh was the benchmark, says Payne, who played Martin's other best friend Cole. The actors giggle while watching a clip from a season 2 episode in which Martin suspects that one of his best friends stole his new CD player. How's that for a 90s throwback? And interrogates them while dragging a very fake attack dog across the apartment he shares with Gina. The scene is made funnier by the fact that Lawrence had requested a real dog but was told he would have to make do with a stuffed version that could not sit up on its own. Lawrence takes physical comedy to new heights, dragging the dog across the floor and getting Ford to nearly break character during the scene. Oh boy, that was funny, man. Um, Tommy can't take it. Payne says as the cast shares a laugh. That's my favorite episode Arnold shares. I did pee on myself. Yo, Thomas McElford, who played Tommy, led the cast in prayer before every show. In one of the special's most poignant moments, the cast heads to Nipsey's, the show's fictional bar and restaurant, to honor the one cast member who is conspicuously missing from the special, Ford, who died in 2016 at age 52. With the actor, his wife, and children present, each cast member records what they loved about Tommy. An emotional Lawrence called Ford a true spiritual brother and recalled a time he asked Ford to open for him at a stand-up show. Lawrence was almost upstage. I had to come on behind Tommy, and I'm thinking, okay, well, he's damn near funnier than me. Lawrence recalled, but that's who Tommy was, his energy, his humor, his laughter, his kindness, his spirit. He was just a great person, and he will be missed. My brother, I love you. Because Ford loved gospel music and led his co-stars in prayer before every taping, his loved ones then take in a live performance by singer Leandra Johnson. Guest stars also remember the show fondly. The special recalls some of the celebrities who turned up on Martin over the years, with some including Snoop Dogg, Brian McKnight, and Tommy Davidson, returning to reminisce with the cast. Davidson, who played the recurring Vonnell Hill, and like Lawrence, grew up in the Washington area, calls the cast family. In a clip, Tracy Morgan, who played the recurring Hustle Man, calls Martin one of the greatest sitcoms ever made. Lawrence revealed that Morgan didn't have to audition because the Def Comedy Jam hosts had seen him on the legendary stand-up show. I knew he was going to kill it, Lawrence said. Marla Gibbs, who gave a nod to her famous character on The Jeffersons, with a guest role as Martin and Gina's no-nonsense housekeeper, also makes a memorable appearance. Damn, what happened to the fucking guy from the fifth floor, man? He was hilarious too, man. He was hilarious too, man. Yeah, you know what I mean? Anyway, man, I want to make some noise and applaud this, man, because for them to make it to the Smithsonian, hold on, man. Let me get that name right though, man. The Smithsonian. Yes, the Smithsonian National Museum of African American History and Culture. Let me make some noise for that shit, man. And give a big congratulations to the cast of Martin and the reunion, which I will try to check out too, man. Yeah, let's do some explosions, man. And the applause. Yes, yes. All right. Um, I think I covered everything, man, in this episode right here, man. Titled. Hold on a minute. Let me just get this right, though, man. Hold on. Before I even wrap up, let me just make sure I got this right, though. Um. Uh. Okay. Um. Okay. So. Um. Of course, obviously, um, this is gonna be a wrap. Um, so that's gonna do it for episode 159, titled "New York City Lifeguard Shortages." And of course, And of course, if you like what you heard in today's show, and of course the episode's topics that we discussed today, including the reunion special of Martin. It's on BET Plus, so you can go check it out for yourselves. I guarantee you're going to actually like this. I know I'm going to be able to check it out myself too. So there you go, right there, man. And and let's go to stream choices on the go, man. Here we go. Here we go. Yes, make sure you follow Off the Meat Rack Change New York podcast on Facebook and Instagram, and of course alongside with my other shows, Excellent Fun Vibrant Podcast, the Sports Edition show, and of course the Meticulous Vibe Juice Podcast review show as well. So there you go, right there. Um, and you can also follow me on the gram as well, which is G Money Stacks 555 in Queens, New York. So make sure you turn on your notifications, and make sure if you have any thoughts and talks that you want to say during the Instagram live feed or on YouTube whatsoever, you can go ahead and jump in the comment section about what you thought about these topics that I just discussed today. And you know the rest though, man. You know what I'm saying? So all right, so I'm going to actually let's get to where you can listen to the episodes of the podcast right here. So, of course, you are more than welcome to actually leave a voice message on anchor.fm/GMoneyStacks, which is in the link in bio of Linktree/GMoneyStacks555. It's going to have a whole list of things where you can listen to the episodes as I go on, starting with Anchor. Um, we are on we are on Audacity, um, Audible, Audio Burst, Amazon Music, Breaker, Castbox FM, Deezer, Listen Notes, Moon FM Podcast, Player FM Podcast, Podbay, Podfriend, Podopolo, Podorama, Podcast Index, Podcast Addict, Podchaser, Podverse, Reason FM, Spotify, Stitcher, Tuning Radio, Google Podcasts. And make sure you leave a 5-star rating on Podchaser, Podfriend, and of course, Spotify as well. And leave a review on what you thought on the topics and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And of course, you can also listen to Off the Meat Rack Chainz New York podcast episodes on Radio Public. And we are also on iHeartRadio, the #1 app for music, radio, and podcasts. And also make sure you follow on iHeartRadio my other two podcast shows, Excellent Fun Vibrant Podcast, the Sports Edition show, and Meticulous Vibe Juice Podcast review show as well. And last but not least, the YouTube. Make sure you grab that subscribe button. Tap that noti bell so you can be reminded when the show goes in the air via live stream. Stay tuned for more video content, upcoming episodes, previous episodes, and of course, leave a like and a comment along with the episodes and the topics that is discussed. Share the episodes, share the videos, tell a friend to another friend, and of course, make sure you also download these episodes, stream, listen. Also, make sure you watch these episodes and catch up on all the previous episodes that you missed. All right? And of course, share the podcast with your wives, your your husbands, your girlfriends, your boyfriends, your friends, and the people that you're cool with from work and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Um, and of course, and of course,
if you like to be a guest on the show, you're more than welcome to DM me. You're welcome to DM me at G Money Stacks 555 in Queens, New York. And you can also hold on, let me find that email address right there, man. You can also email right here at Off the Meat Rack Chainz New York Podcast at gmail.com. You can write this down on your sticky notes. You can even go follow the podcast show page on Instagram. All right. Off the Meat Rat Chainz New York Podcast at gmail.com for interviews. You want to be a guest co-host with me and stuff like that. You let me know what days you can do it. And it's okay if you have other obligations and stuff like that. So I'm not really expecting anybody to be fully committed. So you know what I'm saying. So there you have it right there, man. I hope every single person actually enjoyed episode 159. And of course, I am going to wrap this up right now. As you can see right here, man. Yes, as you can see right here, I'm trying to, you know, be able to get to video music box right now, which is on right now. So that's gonna do it, man. I'm G Money Stacks. Thank you very much for listening to episode 159 and tuning in and rocking with me. And remember, the grind does not stop. Hard work pays off. Trust the process. Don't let anybody stop you from doing what you love creatively, and of course, um, and of course, do something that makes you happy mentally, physically, and spiritually. So there you go, right there. Um, and also there is no listen for those who are interested in starting a podcast and stuff like that. I haven't had a chance to get to podcast free game mechanisms because of time constraints. So I got y'all probably next week though, man. Depending on this time though, you know what I'm saying? So I got y'all. Don't worry. Don't worry. I got y'all. So there you go right there, man. I'm out of here. I'll see y'all next time for more new topics, new funny, hilarious stories to talk about here on this New York podcast. We made it to 159 episodes so far, and I'm actually proud of myself. So there you go, right there. Peace and one love, and I hope y'all have yourselves a nice weekend and a good night.